Hi, I'm Linda and this is the Feel Good Garden. I came in from plot 1 over to plot 2 with my trolley. And in this trolley I've got a new pear tree. And we got it from Morrison's and it was £15. That was really cheap. It's a conference pear. Unfortunately we snapped the top off getting into the car, so we've given it a nice neat slanting cut now so that any rain will just drain off it hopefully. And I'm going to plant it in amongst the potatoes where Doug's planted them, but it'll be by the other trees. It'll look nice because the potatoes won't be there forever, will they? Right, let's bring it on. I've already measured it and it's 4 foot from the one tree and 4 foot from the other tree. So I'm going to plant it in a triangle. So, oh, I got something else to show you as well. Now, this was kindly given to me by another plot holder just over the way there. And I was going to take a load of it's a fuchsia. I was going to take a load of cuttings off it. And I just stuck it in a bucket of water. And it's been there all winter. And I thought, oh, I probably lost it. And I had a lovely surprise the other day because there was all these new shoots coming on there and some roots. So I'm chuffed with that. So what I'm going to do, put it in a pot and then I'll cut down, because some of this is dead wood on the top. I've already taken a load off the top. Cut down to the living wood and hopefully that'll fill out then. So I'm really chuffed with that. So it's going by there, which is 4 foot from that tree and 4 foot from that tree in a triangle. And hey, what do you think of my gloves? I love them. They're from Cool Job and I've been fancying a nice flowery pair. Danny did buy me a lovely pair, but these, they were more for show and doing clean jobs. But these are lovely. They're lovely and thick. They feel great on and they're pretty. I do like pretty gloves. I like the practical as well, mind. I do like the practical. Right. I hope I don't dig any of Doug's potatoes up doing this. But he's got the rose mark, so I think I'm pretty safe. And I think I can see a potato coming up there, so I think we're all right. I need to dig a nice deep hole. Oh, I might have known I'd find a bit of bindweed. You don't want bindweed coming up and going around the tree. Tried to get it all out, but it's impossible to get it all, isn't it? But if we keep at it now for a few years, hopefully we'll get rid of most of it anyway. Forgot to get some bloodfish and bone. Might have some in the shed. Just a mo. Well, it's not bloodfish and bone, but I got chicken manure pellets, so that'll do. So if we chuck some of those in, and then a little bit of soil on top of those, and then we'll plant the pear tree. So give it a tap around the outside. Well, that wasn't in the soil very well, was it? It looks like it was a bare root one and they've stuck it in a pot. Never mind. Hopefully it'll grow okay. Now it looks as if it's grafted onto a dwarf rootstock because we don't really want to get them too big on the allotment. And to be honest, I don't think you're allowed to have them that tall anyway. But that'll be fine. They're all on dwarf rootstocks, all the trees we planted. And you don't want them to get too big anyway, because you can't reach them to pick the fruit, can you? So it's by our cherry tree, which is there, and our plum tree, which is there. Right, so just firm that in now. Do the allotment dance, doo-dee-doo. Mind the allotment dance, you're supposed to wave your arms as well. That's what Doug normally does, isn't he? I don't think he's here today, so I don't think he's coming down today, so I don't think you're going to see him behind me today. There we are. I think that'll be firm enough. And I'll move the tag. I don't want it to stick up on the tree like that. So I'm going to move the tag down to the bottom. Pyrus domestica conference. And you harvest it between September and October. It grows 3 to 4 meters, but I doubt we'll get that tall with because with the top taken off. Right, that's one job done. Another job done. Do you know what? I think I'll use that pot to plant that fuchsia. Cheryl, our plot neighbour, gave us this lovely fennel plant. It's got a lovely deep root on it. I know it's looking a bit sad now, and Cheryl was quite keen for me to plant it yesterday, but I wasn't sure where to plant it yesterday. But I think I'm going to plant it in amongst the gooseberry bushes on plot 2. And look at the root on that, beautiful root there. So I'm going to have to dig down deep. Lovely big root on there. Hopefully it'll perk up soon. So thanks for that, Cheryl. Thank you. Just dunking the bucket now in the water butt, and I'm going to take some water over and water the apple tree. Oh. There we are, I'm just watering the pear tree now. Because although we had some rain earlier, it was dry. It's dry now and the sun's come out. It's really nice actually. Well, we've got a new hedgehog box. I've just been putting it at the back of the polytunnel, trying to hide it a little bit and making it more appetising. Well, when I say appetising, you know what I mean. Making it attractive for the hedgehogs. Right, let me show you. Let me show you the box and show you where I've put it. Follow me around here. Right. I put it down by here and I've hidden it. And there it is. Right, I'm going to plant this fuchsia now. Let me show you the roots. Here's the roots. See, so I'm going to plant it in there, and then I'm going to give it a prune. So I've got my dibber. I'm going to make a hole down the centre, put it in carefully over the roots. There's even a root at the top there, but I don't think it'll go that far. So I just poke that one root in anyway. That should make a nice plant. So I'm just going to trim it down now to where it seems to be alive. So just take my gloves off for doing that. No, that's still dead there. Dead there. But I know there's a shoot down there and that's where it's alive. So I've cut just above the shoot that's coming out. And again, I've cut it on a slant. It's pretty dead. Take that one right out. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it right down there because there's not much sign of life right above that. So it doesn't look brilliant, does it? But as the new growth comes, so it'll bush out and it should look nice then. But I'm just chuffed that I saved it because the plan was really, when the gentleman gave it to me from the plot over there, was to take a load of cuttings off, and I never, it was one of those things, I didn't get round to it. It was in the autumn, and but still, once it starts growing, then I can start taking fresh cuttings again. So that'll be great. So there he is in the pot. So we let him do his thing now, and plenty of room in that pot for it to bush out. There we are. See, there's the new shoots coming by there. Yeah, and then one on the top there. Right, the next job I've got to do, this grass plant was kindly given to us by Johnny, another plot holder, and I would like it by the pond because I think it looked nice, and the place I'd like to put it is right where this hellebore is. So what I'm going to do is, I'm hoping this rudbeckia comes back from last year. I can see a little sign of something coming up there. So I think I'll dig up this hyacinth. It's finished flowering now. Plant the hellebore where that was, and then put the grass plant by here. The thing I like about hellebores is they flower in the winter when you don't have any other flowers around, or not many anyway. And I haven't long planted it there, but never mind. I'm sure he'll be happy in his new home. This section along here, I've been meaning to do for weeks. Today's the day. I've got my 2 buckets. One's got a little drop of water in, because we've got a few raspberry plants growing here that I need to dig up. Then I'm going to dig this along here because it's full of bindweed. The bindweed's just starting to come up. So I'm going to dig all that. And then I've decided And I'm going to plant my parsnips in there. So they've been growing lovely in these root trainers. So that's the plan for this section anyway. And then what I'll do then, the raspberries I'll replant into the section over there that's already got raspberries. Right, let's get moving. I'll dig out the raspberries first. Raspberry plants, Johnny? You got loads over there. Doing a little bit of no-dig digging. A no-dig digging. A dig. No dig digging, not no-dig digging, isn't it? The thing is, you've got to, haven't you, with all this bindweed? You can't help it. Otherwise it'll come back. A little bit of dry weather. Look, a nice warm weather, and it's shooting up. I'm getting there. Just this bit to finish now. Just along by here. I've got that much bindweed so far. Quite a bit. Loads of it. Loads. But the field day growing up this house when it was last year in its heyday. I'm going to try and get on top of that. This is the perfect time to plant these parsnips because they've just gone right on the bottom of the root trainers. So let's get those in now then. Sow these direct into the ground, and I think that's a good idea actually. My root trainers to reuse again. Parsnips all planted in. They just need a water now, and there we have it. Parsnips all planted up. I put my hat umbrella on, very practical, because it's starting to rain. It's only that fine stuff, so it'll be fine. I don't need my Mac. I just want to fill up the bird feeders, and then I'll head in the polytunnel to do some work, I think. Right. Sadly, that little swing thing that I had here, it was hanging on there, has fallen on the floor and broken. So I'm sure it can be fixed with some wood glue or something, but But I thought, well, I'd just hang that up for now. Actually, I might swap those over. This one had mealworms in it and it's empty now, so I bought some mealworms to top that up. And I'm going to put that on there. So I'll top this up with mealworms. So you just unscrew that. So I'll put the mealworms in there. They seem to like that. Ooh, oh, they've gone all over the place now. That's not very good, is it? Oh well, I'll leave them there for the birds. They can. Oh, this bag's broken. They're going all over the place. I'm wasting half of it. I need to buy in bulk, I think, buy a bigger bag. Because it looks as though it's only just going to fill this up. Just about, I think. It would have filled them up, but I spilled some on the floor. Never mind. So that's handy. Just screw that back up. And there's the mealworms. I've got some of these fat balls because that's completely empty. So just lift the lid up and pop them in. I bought a box of these, so they do work out cheaper. There we are. And this wild bird seed mix. So if I just top up the sunflower, and I won't bother with that one. That one's not too bad. So I'll just do this one. The water is fine, so that doesn't need topping up. Right, close the lid, keep that dry. Give it a shake. So they come up the bottom. And then I'll top up these homemade ones. Right, this one always seems to go empty first. I think the birds like going on there. And then there's this little one by here as well. I think it's easier to fill it from the hole than take the lid off. So that's those done. Next is clean up these hedgehog dishes. And I don't want to be feeding them too much because obviously I want them to have a little rummage on the garden. So I'm going to put some water in one and some food in the other, but I'm going to clean them up first. So clean the dishes out. Got some water in that dish and some little treats in that dish there. Right, so that's the wildlife sorted out. My giant sunflowers are starting to be eaten away, but I think I found the culprit. He's at the bottom of this. There's two slugs. There's the culprit that's eating my sunflowers. This is a job I've been meaning to do for ages. So I've got this black cling film and Danny's popped over. Hi Danny. And he's doing a Doug, look, he's doing an allotment dance. Anyway, as Doug's busy, he's kindly going to give me a hand to wrap the black cling film around the IBC tank to help stop the algae. So it would have taken me ages if I'd have had to do it myself because I would have to keep running around the shed. So by Danny helping me, it'll make things a lot easier. Job done.
Job done. My favourite blueberry muffins.
Okay.
Have you ever tried the Aldi blueberry muffins?
They are the Aldi ones.
No, I mean the ones that are freshly made. And they put
No.
in the middle, it's cored out, and they put blueberry jam in the middle.
Oh, that sounds
Oh,
nice. I think I'm going to eat it, like. Sat here now having a nice cuppa
What, did you know the
with Danny and Doug. And we've got blueberry muffins and apple pies. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, black polythene's put round now to help stop the algae forming in the IBC tank. And we have a little ladybird house here. And down there we have a hebe. Now I'm debating whether to move that or not. But for now I might leave it there. Put some manure compost along there and plant my sweet peas. We've got these little plug plants. They're lavender plug plants. And we've got 12 of lavender headcoat and 12 of lavender Munstead. So I'm going to plant them up now. They just arrived, they arrived yesterday, so they need to be potted on. So I'm going to put them in these seed trays. They're quite a good size, so I'll put them in there before I pot them on again. So what have we got here now? So this one is Munstead, right. I've already watered this tray, so I'm just using the dibber now to make a hole in the centre, and then that will make it easier to pot on. There we are, and the same in there. Right, so we'll do the Munstead first. Oh, there we are. Nice little root system going on there. So I'm not going to disturb the roots. I won't open the roots out. I don't want to damage them. Right. A nice little sitting down job this is. My runner beans, 5 to a pot. Just going to cover them over now. I'm Linda and this is the Feel Good Garden.